Hi everyone, my name is Lady. I'm a third year student at ABAC science major, and this is my term project for computer vision and intelligent system development, face detection and graphic overlays. So my topic is very simple to understand. It's basically just um, detecting faces and put some filters on there. For example, like Facebook filters or Instagram filters. Yeah. So the goal of my project was to create an application which detects the user's face and applies different graphics on certain facial features or on the whole face altogether. So what did I use? There is many different tools that you can use. Pre-trained software developed kits that you can use. Apple has AR kits. There's paid models. There's open source models. And what I use is AR Core, which is the SDK from Google itself. What I like about it is the documentation is really good. What we are not used to when it comes from Google products. The camera API is included. If you ever worked with Android development, you should know that getting images from camera is sometimes quite complicated. Yeah, the performance from AR Core is really, really good. Detecting face works very well, and tracking faces works very well as well. What I like especially about AR Core is open source Apache license, so you can basically build on top of this SDK. So the quick overview about what is AR Core. AR Core is like augmented reality software developed kit by Google, and the most important features are motion tracking, environmental understanding, light estimation, and augmented faces. And my project just uses the augmented faces feature. Environmental understanding is basically just that your phone knows where it is in the room that you are dealing with. So it can track the phone's movement and everything. So how does the face detection work? Basically, we get the view from the camera. It just scans the scene. It's called a scene. The view is the scene for faces. If this face is already in the tracking list, nothing happens. And otherwise, we add the new face to the tracking list. If the face is already in a tracking list, that's quite good for us because, as you had heard in the other presentations, deals with like motion, so we can estimate better where is a face now. So the first approach to applying the graphics on the face was from the AR core. When we detect the face, we get something that's called like a face mesh, which includes 468 times 3 points. So it's three-dimensional. We get x-axis, y and z-axis. Through these points, we can just apply the filters on exactly these vertices. For example, if you want to apply something on the eye, we just check where's the point of the eye and apply the graphics. For example, like this. So on the right picture, you can see myself. I just got the points from the left eye, right eye, the nose, and the part under the nose. And I will show you a demo quite soon where we're gonna do this live. So I basically just set the points where I want to put the objects and put it on my face. Let's go to the second approach, which is a little bit more easy, because in there we get from the AR core, we get a face mesh texture, which is basically like a second skin, because it's we get the 3D face, but it's projected on a 2D texture. So what happens? We can get this face mesh, which is applied on the face, and we can just use some image tool like Photoshop and design something on the face, for example, a mustache. So this is me with a mustache. Basically, we can just remove the background and that's it. I got myself with a mustache. This is a 3D, go to 2D, so the mustache is like on my face. It's not a 3D object. The second approach also includes 3D assets. So what we can do is we can just create 3D assets by ourselves. And we can use modeling tools like Blender, for example, to create our own models. For example, on the right side, you can see is something like a fox face, because we get the face mesh on the right upper picture. And we can just use this for knowing where our points need to be. So there are 3 anchor points, the right forehead, the left forehead, and the nose tip. And based on those 3 points, we can just move the objects and place them in the room. So this is like the second approach. Here you can see myself with the beard. This is the 2D texture. And then you can see myself with the glasses. Those are not real glasses. Those are augmented reality glasses. And now I'm going to switch my screen. First, yeah, let's see the requirements for the application. So if you want to use AR Core for your projects or for anything else, AR Core needs to be implemented in a well-lit environment. So it has some trouble with dark environments. The face detection doesn't work that well. Yeah, the face should not be covered because then the tracking doesn't work. And most importantly, you need OpenGL 3.0 and AR Core support. There's like devices supported list. So not all devices, not all Android devices can use this SDK. So if you have an old phone, this is not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to switch to my phone now.
Okay.
How I can do this?
Do you have any question from the audience?
Sorry, wait, I'm gonna do the demo now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll have to stop sharing from your desktop first.
Okay, I got it. So everyone can see my Android phone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's go inside the app. Let's look back at the first approach that we have, using the face mesh vertices. This is the custom filters. So as you can see here, it's the same screen as you saw before. We can just put some object on there, for example, like right eye and then the star on the left eye, maybe some mustache. What else you want? Like, yeah, the sun on the nose. You can apply, and you can see in real time. Looks pretty good, I would say. Like even now, the light is a little bit dark, but because of the tracking, my face is still recognized. So if I go like this, and I'm in the dark room, you see it's not tracking anymore my face because it cannot detect it. All right, so we can just go back and maybe do some other stuff, maybe just this. Yeah. So I'm really happy with the performance. Face tracking works really well. Okay. So there's the other feature with 3D models and the 2D textures. So let's go with like the beard example that I showed you before. There's the beard. And as you can see in here, it's like the beard is like on my face. It's like a second skin. It's not a 3D object. It's projected on my 3D face as 2D texture. We can change, of course, some filters. This is the original face mesh, which is projected on the face. Okay. So let's gonna have some fun. We can put the 3D object as well, maybe like this. Yeah, I had a lot of fun to do this project, like playing a little bit with all these different texture models. There was a lot of fun. Yeah, this is my favorite. This is like I really like Harry Potter, so now it's myself. I'm Harry Potter. We can take pictures of.
Are you a Harry Potter?
Sorry?
Are you a Harry Potter?
Yeah, you can see me, right? I have the scar and I have glasses.
On your forehead.
And this is Jan Duldhardt's favorite, I think, from my filters.
Favorite
Very
when
sexy.
it goes on your face, though. Yeah.
Huh?
My favorite when it goes on your face.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop sharing the screen now. And let's go back to the presentation. All right. So the next thing is, I showed you already a little bit about the face detection, that it doesn't work that well with dark, not well lit environments. So if the face is not lit well, it doesn't work that good. But otherwise, as you have seen before, if you are in a room with good lighting, you can move the camera really fast. You can have moving backgrounds. Let's see this one. I'm basically on my chair and just turning around. You can see the background is moving really fast, but it doesn't have any trouble to recognize my face. So yeah, the accuracy is very, very high. The only problem is when we have bad light, as you have seen before. If we are on a very low light, this is I'm using my phone, just the phone screen light. Normal human can see my face, but the AR core has some trouble finding my face. But I mean, if you want to do some Snapchat filters for Instagram, you probably are in a better lit environment. All right. That's it. That was my presentation about using AI Core to implement face filters.